Hello and welcome back to the Worktimer Pro video tutorials. After creating your free trial account, you received an email containing your login URL, which looks like that one showed up right now on screen, of course containing the name you chose when you created the account. Now, in order to log into the newly created account, you will have to copy that address from your email and paste it into your browser's address bar. Hit the enter key and you will be redirected to your login page on Worktimer Pro. As you can see on this screen, on the login screen, you have 4 steps to complete in order to go forward, to move forward. The first one is to select your role. Since you created this account, it's obvious that you are the administrator of the account. However, after you will add employees, supervisors, and clients, they will use the same login URL in order to connect to your account here on Worktimer Pro. But now I will use administrator as default since I created this account. My name was automatically added to the select your user, and I will enter my password here and hit the enter key in order to go to the next screen. Now here we are on the setup wizard screen. You can add all details here about your company, your clients, your employees and projects and supervisors, or you can cancel the setup wizard and add all these details later from your setup menu in your Worktimer Pro account. However, let's start it by adding some details about the company. First of all, you will have to pick the type of the company that best describes you from this drop-down list. I will select from the list, I will select creative advertising design. Okay. And we'll leave the rest of the data as they are for the purpose of this tutorial by default, but you can change them to fit your needs. You can set the data format as you wish. You can set your local currency from the drop-down list. As you can see, there are lots of currencies here. I will leave it as US dollar, and also you can change your company time zone as you wish to any time zone you want. I will leave it as it is by default. With all selections made, you can now click on the next button in order to move to the next screen. And here we are on the Your Terminology page. Here you can customize your Worktimer Pro by selecting the right terms. How you would best describe your work. You will complete the sentences below using the pull-down menus. If you're not sure about the choices, you can always change them later from your setup menu on your account page. Let's see. We work on projects for clients. Here are some examples on how you can set up this page. You can choose we work on assignments for customers, for example. Anyway, you can add your own words to describe your work. Use Worktimer Pro for billing. Well, if you bill for your time either to actual clients or to internal cost centers within your company, you can choose here by clicking on yes or no. And in your company preferences later, you'll be able to specify how you will bill by project, by person, and set your billing rates. So far, this is about the terminology page. You can, as I said before, change this later. Right now, we're going to the next page, which is the Add Supervisor page. Here we are. Now, let's create some supervisors. You may enter up to 3 supervisors on this form. You can always add later supervisors, or you can delete these from your setup menu. Let's start by adding a supervisor. First name will be Joe, and his last name will be B. Okay, login email will be, I don't know, let's use an account. And use a password which is quite easy to remember. Now, you don't have to push any save button in order to complete this page. All you have to do is to enter all the infos in the required fields. So we created a supervisor with this email address and with the password, and the record is saved once you have entered all the data in all fields. Let's go and add a client. Okay, let's create some customers. You may enter up to 3 customers on this form, but as in the supervisor's case, you can add more later. Okay, let's say that our first customer will be Microsoft. Okay, it's a regular customer, or you can add his nickname. I leave it as it is. Okay, I will leave the login email as it is. By default, you will have to add here your customer's email, which will be used to log in, and another password here. Again, a record all the data is saved once you click on the next button. Let's go and add some employees. Well, let's add Miss Jane, last name Fonda. Will assign to Miss Fonda, will assign a supervisor. Joe will be her supervisor. Her email will be jane@greedy.com. Her password will be, and her pay rate, let's give her $20 an hour. Okay, hit the next button. Now we landed on the add projects page, where we'll create a project. Testing application. Our customer is Microsoft, supervisor is Joe Bean, start date will be today, and the deadline will be on the 24th of August. Okay. So we're gonna close this. Next step, use Worktimer Pro for estimation. Do you want to create estimates for your jobs? You have 2 options, yes or no. Anyway, remember, anything you create here can be changed at a later time. We'll show you in our next tutorial how to change all your details or your data that you have entered during your setup wizard. For now, I will leave it as no, and we'll go to the next page. Add tasks. So we'll add some task here. Deploying and starting of test. This is the first task, deploying Okay, let's check the endurance task. And the last one will be the final reports tasks. Okay, so we created 3 tasks here. Let's go further, next, and as you can see, we are done with the setup wizard. Your account has been set up and you can now enjoy a fully functional trial of Worktimer Pro. Now that you've completed this wizard, it will not appear automatically again. It means that next time you log in, this wizard will not show up once again. Hit the finish button and we're done, and the next page is your account page. But we'll talk about this in our next tutorial.